Today's episode has been brought to you by World Anvil at worldanvil.com.
Hey, pal.
Whoa, what's wrong with you?
I don't know, it's just sad. Last ad of the year, and it's for World Anvil.
That shouldn't make you sad, Chaz. World Anvil's great. World Anvil is an online set of world-building tools that helps writers and game masters create, organize, and store their worlds.
I know it's great. It has everything needed to take your TTRPG experience to the next level. Wiki-like articles, historical timelines, interactive maps, family trees, bloodlines, diplomacy webs, random generators.
And don't forget, they've got an RPG game manager.
Yep, they sure do.
Well, they offer over 25 different world-building templates.
Plus, the organizational capability is so advanced, World Anvil doubles as a novel-writing software.
Maybe you should call me back when you're not so upset.
This is the best Christmas gift idea I've ever seen.
Build, secure, and showcase your world with World Anvil. Make your DM's year, or get it for yourself. Click the link in the description or go to worldanvil.com and use the promo code MANSHORTS to get 51% off any of the premium subscriptions.
Man shorts.
Merry Christmas, players. Any big plans for the holidays?
Baking, rapping, classic wrestling.
We hosted a big Thanksgiving this year, so we're gonna keep it simple.
Does drinking count as a plan? Jeez, guys, where's the Christmas spirit?
Funny you say that, Lance, because according to the North Pole Times, Santa is canceling Christmas. The three of you are humanity's last hope for a happy holiday.
Why would Santa cancel Christmas? Well, maybe he's tired.
He works one day a year.
Maybe he got kidnapped.
The only way to find out is to investigate. It takes you a few hours, but you reach the North Pole.
I'm heading to the workshop. Maybe the elves know what's going on?
Sounds good. Lance, why don't you go check with the reindeer? I'll hoof it over there. I'll try to find Santa.
Roll initiative.
13. 17.
6?
Lance, you approach the reindeer stables. The first stall is Dasher's.
Hey, what's up, Dasher? You ready for Christmas?
Dasher gives you a confused look. And who are you?
My name is Lance. I was hoping to see if you knew why Santa was canceling Christmas.
Dasher shrugs. I don't know. He almost canceled it back in the 70s, but he changed his mind at the last minute.
Well, could you tell me where I could find the big guy?
Give me a persuasion check.
10.
Dasher's eyes narrow. Look, man, I just work here. Now, if you'll excuse me, my FYP's not going to build itself.
Yikes. When did Dasher become a Gen Z diva? That was out of character. I guess I'll try Dancer next.
Waylon, give me an investigation check.
16.
As you scan the area, you see a flash of red fabric in the snow.
I'll go see what it is.
Give me a knowledge holiday check.
12.
It's Santa's hat, and it looks like it's been out there for a while.
Are there any prints in the snow?
Yep. It looks like a trail of disrupted snow leads over to a frozen lake.
Is the lake solid enough to walk on?
Oh, for sure. There's actually an ice shanty about 40 yards out.
I'm going to check it out.
Justin, when you enter the workshop door, you see that the lights are off inside.
Hello? Santa?
Your hands fumble around until you find the switch. When you flip it up, the lights turn on to reveal dozens of elves quietly making batteries.
Batteries?
Yep. It is eerily quiet.
Hello? Does anyone know where Santa is?
One of the elves rushes over and says, "Shh! We're not supposed to talk while we're working.
Why are you working in the dark?
Our new boss says that lights distract from productivity."
Why would Santa force you to work in the dark?
The elf looks sad when you mention Santa. His lower lip quivers.
19 to insight?
He's definitely holding something back.
What's up with all the batteries?
He shakes his head. "Sorry, pal. I signed an NDA." He turns the lights back off and gets back to work. Lance?
Okay, so it turns out most of Santa's reindeer are dumb and not helpful.
What makes you say that?
Well, I've talked to Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Rudolph! Where is Rudolph?
Just as you see his stall, give me a dex save.
7.
You are unconscious.
Oh, that's not good.
Waylon, you reach the ice shanty. When you open the door, you find a hog-tied Santa.
Santa!
He mumbles through a gag.
Can I untie him?
Give me a dex check.
14.
That'll work. When you remove the gag, Santa says, "Rudolph, my sleigh.
They've been stolen.
I'm gonna help him back to the workshop and get him some milk and cookies.
Justin, as you exit the workshop, Waylon approaches with an injured Santa on his shoulder.
I found Santa.
Let's get him inside.
You rush back into the workshop and turn the lights on. The elf that you spoke to before looks over and screams, Santa!
Move the batteries. Let's get him on one of these tables.
All the elves are talking loudly over each other. You can hear one of them say, Santa, we thought you were dead!
Wait, where's Lance?
Huh. I'll go look for him.
All right, Santa, what's going on? The world thinks you canceled Christmas.
Why would I cancel Christmas? It was stolen. And if Tusk gets his way, it'll happen to New Year's and all the other holidays too.
Tusk?
Milan Tusk. He's a trillionaire wannabe Santa. He thinks 8 reindeer is inefficient. So he stole Rudolph and made off with my sleigh. But not before sicking his Tusk bots on me.
Is Milan Tusk supposed to be...
He's supposed to be Milan Tusk, a totally fictional NPC. Any similarities to any person, living or dead, are purely coincidental.
Lance.
He's nowhere to be found. Lance, when you come to, you find yourself in a prison cell.
Am I alone?
Except for the robot guards.
The robot guards.
What's going on?
We'll have to find out next week, because that's where we're going to end it.
Why would a trillionaire want to steal Christmas?
I mean, probably because he can.
Don't worry, guys. We can handle this.
We'll see about that. See you next week.
Baking, wrapping.
Funny you say that, Lance. According to the new... it's the new North Pole Times.
Would it be funnier if I were just like... While everyone else is like...
I'm crying. So sad. It's the last one. Some stupid contact.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those Rankin and Bass movies, The Year Without the Santa Claus. So insane. He's like, I'm canceling it. Nobody cares and I'm tired. It's like, you work one day a year.
Why would Santa...
What's the matter with you, Justin?
That's spirit.
Spirit.
Yeah. Spirit hands.
Spirit fingers.
Why would Santa console?
Console.
Console Christmas.
Christmas is console.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Give me a persuasion check.
Move the batteries. Let's get him on one of these tables. Cool.
There's actually an ice shanty about 40 yards out.
What the hell's an ice shanty?
What do you mean, what's an ice shanty? It's a little outhouse people sit in to fish.
They call them shanties?
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I thought they're just like ice sheds or shed homes or
Shed homes.
pond homes.
There's a shed house out there.
I was hoping. I was right. I was like, hoping is not the line, and it is. I was hoping to find out.
Sounds good. Lance, why don't you check... Wait, yeah. Lance, why don't you check with the reindeer? Could you hear where I was like hesitated? Like my mouth was rejecting not using the word.
Well, I've talked to Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Blitzen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Vixen. Because I switched them a second ago, but I got the song right.
Do I find out that Santa's just into BDSM? That's a disturbing image I've put in my own head.
Sing me a shanty. Make it icy.
I'll take the iciest shanty you got.
17. Actually a 17.
I did that earlier with the 6 on this one.
Nice.
6? And I got one too.
I could do that in my sleep until you just wrote them in front of me and were like, hey, do this real quick. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen.
All right, Santa, what's going on? The world thinks you canceled.
It's weird that one of Santa's reindeer's names is Vixen. Never thought about that, but there's just like one over in the corner being like, dun-dun-dun-dun.
I found Santa.
I found Santa. Like, really, really disappointed.
It's just like, I found Santa. Should we change the whole script?
Hogtied Santa sounds like a band name. Ladies and gentlemen, Hogtied Santa.
D&D every day. D&D every day. D&D every day. D&D every day. Stat blocks every day. Drop rocks every day. D&D every day. Every day. They call me the DM. I bring the pain from AM to PM. I am the bane. Considering changing the name of my BBEG to C to yo. They can't even see him. 2 DPKs per DM. Independent PC museum. If you don't follow my Coliseum, I'm murking you all in my mausoleum. This is a murderous game. Imagination be putting to me, turned her to shame. It's the return of the flame, and it's still burning the same. Better be learning my name. It's that Y-A-H-Z-I-C-K. That spells tongue. Low vibration, high strung. Looking at the top of the ladder from the bottom rung. Unsung. D&D, every day. D&D, every day. D&D, every day. D&D, every day. Stat blocks, every day. Drop rocks, every day. D&D, every day. Every day.